Every day, something dramatic happens in the Caribbean that affects our lives. We'll give you the details. We'll give you the facts on Caribbean Perspective with Eddie Frederick. Here's Eddie Frederick.
So glad you can join us. St. Lucia's Police Commissioner advocates ethical reporting after slip-up by Media House. This story takes the lead in today's edition of Caribbean Perspective for Thursday, 26 October 2023. Brought to you in association with our friends at Antillian Group. Details when we return.
Believe in our strength, we'll stand by you. Protection from all, perils big and small. Reassurance we give, it's so glad to see. Peace of mind, that's our service guarantee. We look after all our family. Yes, we do at every opportunity.
Antillian Group, underwriters of all classes of insurance solutions for your protection and investment. Live well financially.
Welcome back. St. Lucia's Police Commissioner Cressida Descartes-Pelias has issued a stern warning to the media, calling for greater professionalism and adherence to ethical standards following a local television station's live social media broadcast that inadvertently revealed the identity of a potential witness in an ongoing investigation.
Police Commissioner Cressida Descartes-Pelias has issued a strong word of caution to the media, calling for greater professionalism and adherence to ethical standards. The advice comes in the wake of a local TV station's live relay to social media of an interview already in progress in the field in which the identity of a potential witness was revealed without the forethought of post-production editing to omit prejudicial details. The controversy has raised concerns about the witness's safety and the integrity of the ongoing investigation.
We are very concerned about the level of professionalism exhibited by media houses. We work in partnership with the public. We depend on the information from the members of the public to assist us in the execution of our duties, to assist us in fighting crime, to assist us in making St. Lucia a better place, to assist us with the security and the safety of our citizens. We implore the media houses to be careful when you are conducting your interviews.
Commissioner Pelias emphasized the importance of balancing public interest with the protection of individuals' rights and safety. She stressed that the media's role in informing the public should not come at the expense of jeopardizing sensitive information or endangering individuals involved in legal proceedings.
Sometimes on the scene there are police officers and the citizens who are willing to give the information to assist in fighting crime or solving crime. We have to be concerned about them. We must be concerned about the citizens of the state. Fighting crime is not solely the responsibility of the police. It is the responsibility of each and every stakeholder.
The Commissioner urged media outlets to exercise caution when reporting on sensitive matters. She reminded journalists of their duty to avoid actions that could endanger individuals involved in cases.
So in your areas of responsibility, you have to be very careful and see the ways you can assist us in making our job better. We are grateful for the support of the public. We are grateful for the contribution that they make. And we are also concerned about their safety and their protection. So once again, I implore you, members of the media, to be careful as you execute your duties on a daily basis. I thank you.
Although the post was quickly taken down, the damage was allegedly already done with the video going viral. The top cop insists that the protection of individuals and the integrity of investigations must remain paramount. Joachim Duplessis, HTS News Force.
Potential relief for Jamaica's economy as medicinal marijuana industry gains traction amid the persistent struggle of an economy striving to recover from years of trade imbalance. There appears to be a glimmer of hope in the burgeoning medical marijuana industry. More in this CVM Live news item with Joel Crossgill.
The growing pains of an economy seeking to emerge from decades of trade imbalance may be witnessing the green shoots of an opportunity for relief, courtesy of the bolstering of the medical marijuana industry, as Minister of Industry, Investment and Commerce Aubin Hill provided insight into high finance at the 3-day Canex Jamaica Business Conference and Expo 2023 in Montego Bay, St. James.
We have a challenge in making sure we export a lot more. Cannabis, medicinal cannabis, is in that mix. And you know something? We don't have to send it in plane loads. We have to get our act together through the CLA, through the ministry, through RADA, and make sure the people who come here to buy our export product called tourism and hotels and jerk and so on have access. Legal, proper, regulated access.
The minister has previously mentioned his intention to lobby for a redefinition of what an export is. Nonetheless, what is clear is that Jamaica's historic trade deficit is well defined.
Last year was our anniversary, where we had just celebrated our 60th anniversary. Say, all right, give me all the trade data from 1960. We became independent in 62. The 61 years of data they gave me, out of those 61 years, ladies and gentlemen, we had 1 year of positive trade data. 1 year.
That year was 1966. And for context, Jamaica's median age currently sits at around 32 years old. The Cannabis Licensing Authority, established in 2015, has so far issued 160 licenses of various descriptions, and according to Minister Hill, will soon pursue a plan to establish medical-grade ganja cultivation in 16 communities across the island, in a mother farm-type design, in preparation to meet the anticipated demands of markets as far away as Australia. However, it was the minister's visit to New York that highlighted an apparent disparity between internal and external perceptions of Jamaica's current economic potential.
I was in New York about 2 or 3 weeks ago. I had a set of discussions with Bloomberg. Bloomberg said to me, when are you going to bring paper to the market? I said, that's Dr. Clark's business. But they say you need to know that among emerging markets, Jamaica is at the top of the pile. That the paper investors want to have more than any other emerging market. Jamaica is at the top, as a Bloomberg tell me. So we need to continue to reduce that debt to GDP, but we need equally as strong and now even more forcefully to export a lot more exponentially. And I'm talking to people who you don't have to take your product overseas to export it. We bring them here for you. Get your act together. Work with us. That is the country in which I, as the Minister of Industry, Investment and Commerce, is asking you to invest. Put your investment in Jamaica.
Joel Crosskill, CVM Business News.
You're listening to Caribbean Perspective with Eddie Frederick, in association with our friends at
Antillean Group, underwriters of all classes of insurance solutions for your protection and investment. Live well financially.
Natalia Clark of CVM Live reports that it's likely a question you will hear until the local or national election is decided. Which of the country's two main political parties has done a better job with the local economy? The opposition People's National Party or the governing Jamaica Labour Party? PNP President Mark Golding, a former finance spokesman, continues to push the message that his party is the right choice. Mr. Golding was in St. Mary, drumming up support for the party and its candidates there.
We are tired of the Jamaica Labour Party government. We are tired of the corruption. We are tired of the sufferation. We are tired of the crime and violence. We are tired of the false promises. We want hope. We want a bright future. We want an inclusive society where everybody is respected and treated as worthy citizens of the the country, and they know that there is only one hope for that, and that is the People's National Party.
Leader of the opposition People's National Party, Mark Golding, is holding firm his belief Jamaica needs to boot the governing JLP to improve the state of the nation. Speaking at a candidate presentation meeting in Highgate, St. Mary Sunday, he bashes the government, insisting its members lack integrity.
The people want a government of integrity. The people want a government for the people. The people want a government that can bring hope to this country. And the People's National Party are here to deliver for the people.
Golding then highlights what he says are matters of grave concern.
We have too many children leaving primary school who can't read and write. They can't manage secondary education. And when they finish their schooling, there's nothing there for them. And they go the wrong path into badness and scabbing and all kind of things that we don't want from them. We have a health system where when you're sick and you go to a public hospital, you might have had a stroke, you might have pneumonia, you might have some other critical illness. You can't get no bed. You have to sit down in a wheelchair on a bench for 24 hours, for 48 hours, and suffer. There's no dignity for the people under the Jamaica Labour Party government.
He also accuses the government of hiking taxi and bus fares despite inflation already wreaking havoc on the working poor.
Why do they not remove the hedge fund tax and use that to subsidize rural public transportation? Why don't they cap the SCT tax on fuel and use the surplus to protect the consumer, the commuter, the person using public transport? This government is not thinking creatively in the interest of the people. They are too willing to unleash sufferation on the people.
I'm Natalia Clark for CVM News.
And now for a regional roundup with Tiana Cole of HGP Nightly News.
Criminal groups set at least 35 buses on fire in the Brazilian city of Rio de Janeiro on Monday, according to the industry group that represent bus companies, after police killed a crime boss in an operation. The attacks on buses were concentrated in the west of the city, where rival criminal groups are fighting for territorial control. They came after a police operation that killed the nephew of the leader of the state's largest militia, according to police. Rio's so-called militias are composed of current and former police officers, have been one of the region's largest security threats. A Kenyan court extended today a temporary order barring government from deploying hundreds of police officers to Haiti in a UN-approved mission aimed at helping the Caribbean nation tackle gang violence, a lawyer who filed a case said. Following an appeal for assistance from Haiti, Kenya in July offered to send 1,000 officers to help restore security amid a worsening crisis in which gangs have forced around 200 people to flee their homes. But the plan was temporarily put on hold by a court order issued after a petition was brought by a small opposition party, Third Way Alliance, arguing that the decision to deploy officers abroad was illegal. The Kenyan government has said it will seek Parliament's approval before the officers are deployed. Bolivia's Attorney General is seeking a prison sentence of 30 years for former President Jane Anís, who is said to be tried for genocide over the death during protests that followed the country's 2019 election. More than 30 people, largely supporters of former President Evo Morales, were killed amid unrest in late 2019. Following a vote that saw Morales elected, but later resigned and left the country amid accusations of election fraud. Anís then assumed power, taking office for less than a year before a fresh election in October 2020. Last year, a Bolivian court found Anís guilty of orchestrating a coup that brought her to power. She is in prison after receiving a 10-year sentence. I am Tiana Cole.
I am Eddie Frederick. This has been Caribbean Perspective, a whole new approach to highlighting developments in the Caribbean.
In the meantime, please follow us on Facebook and subscribe to our YouTube channel for daily regional news and more, in association with our friends at Antillian Group.
Believe in our strength, we'll stand by you. Protection from all perils big and small. reassurance we give. It's so clear to see. Peace of mind, that's our service guarantee. We look after all our family. Yes, we do at every opportunity.
Antillean Group, underwriters of all classes of insurance solutions for your protection and investment. Live well financially.